Hello, everyone. You now know which nonverbal signals powerful people are expected to display, but do you know what these signals look like in practice? Are you perhaps exhibiting nonverbal behaviors that are undermining your ability to influence others? And do you know what the difference is between a confident, nervous, or arrogant demeanor? A confident demeanor helps you come across as an expert, increasing your informal power. A nervous or arrogant demeanor, on the other hand, might derail your influence attempts, as you might come across as unsure of yourself or unapproachable, which might make people less likely to comply with your requests. Your demeanor consists of 4 components. Posture refers to the position in which you hold your body when standing or sitting. Gestures refer to the movement of your hands to express your ideas. Eyes refer to the steadiness and direction of your gaze. Voice refers to everything about your voice except the words, including tone, pace, volume, pitch, and pauses. I will now demonstrate how each of these components are combined to result in either a confident, nervous, or arrogant demeanor. First, let's look at confident demeanor. I'll spend more time on this demeanor because it's what you should be aiming for most of the time. Your posture should be straight rather than slouching or tilting your head. Your posture when seated should take up space in a natural way. Dominance is conveyed by an arrogant demeanor, which takes up too much space. At the other end of the spectrum, you have a shrinking posture, where you take up very little space, which also doesn't convey confidence. To display confidence, you should aim for something in the middle, taking up space in a natural way. Your gestures should be natural and used to clarify or emphasize your message, in contrast to meaningless fidgeting. Eye contact should be direct and used while speaking as well as listening. Making eye contact while listening conveys warmth, while making eye contact while speaking conveys confidence. Your voice should be audible and fluid. Fluid means speaking without ums, ahs, or filler words such as, you know, like. Instead of filler words, use silence instead. Pausing in silence conveys confidence and allows your audience to take in what you've just said. Answer the following question to test your understanding of a confident demeanor. A nervous demeanor is conveyed by small, repetitive movements. You might not feel nervous when using these movements, such as absent-mindedly playing with your pen, but it makes you look nervous. In some cases, you might simply look weak and lacking in confidence. Either way, you'll undermine the message you're trying to convey. The following are characteristics of a nervous demeanor: shifting from one leg to the other, pacing, a slumped posture, a tilted head, fidgeting, especially touching your hair or your face, averting your eyes or gazing indirectly, speaking in a barely audible way, using filler words such as or you know, hesitating, using an uncertain tone. Answer the following question to test your understanding of a nervous demeanor. Arrogance is conveyed by overdoing things, making too much eye contact, in other words, staring, being too loud, or pausing for too long. You might be wondering, too much compared to what? Arrogance has a cultural aspect to it, in that you need to understand what is considered too much in that specific culture. Confidence in one context might come across as arrogant in a different context. For example, the nonverbal behaviors that are considered confident in an American investment bank would most likely appear arrogant in a British company. Observe the nonverbal behaviors of the successful people around you in order to understand what works in your context. The components of an arrogant demeanor include the following: leaning back or forward, spreading your feet, tilting your head back, pointing intrusively at the person being spoken to, pounding, intense eye contact and staring, speaking too loudly or with a commanding tone. Answer the following question to test your understanding of an arrogant demeanor. To recap, a confident demeanor is characterized by an upright posture, taking up space, but not too much space, natural gestures, direct eye contact, and an audible and fluid speaking style. Displaying a confident demeanor is especially important when making a first impression, such as during the first few weeks of a new job or when you're presenting to a large audience. People who display a confident demeanor are judged to be more inspirational, leader-like, influential, charismatic, effective, and competent. Some people have achieved such amazing accomplishments that even though they don't display a confident demeanor, they're still influential and respected. However, the rest of us must pay attention to our nonverbal behavior so that we can build a confident demeanor over time. Take part in the following poll to see how many of you pay attention to your nonverbal behavior. Take time to reflect on how you use nonverbal signals at work and whether you tend to display a nervous, confident, or arrogant demeanor when communicating with others. What are the steps that you plan on taking to develop a more confident demeanor? Did you understand all the concepts in this video? If you would like to revisit any of the sections, click on the relevant heading.